Moshe Rabbeinu says to Klal Yisrael, Yarov Kamota Likhi, it will penetrate you as rain penetrates the ground. My lekach, my Torah, will penetrate you as the rain penetrates the ground to bring about life. So the Midrash tells us, a likhi ala Torah. Likhi, when it says Yarov Kamota Likhi, it's referring to the Torah Shnemeki lekach tov nosati lochem Torah seyat hazovu. V'loma nimshla Torah lamotor. Why is the Torah likened to rain? Lomar mamotor v'shachekes avonim. Just as over time, rain wears down stones. Shenema avonim shochu mayim. Stones are actually worn down through water. After mishachekes leiv ho'even. We speak about the stone heart. It penetrates. It wears down the stone heart. To penetrate is the famous Gemara. Rabbi Akiva was a shepherd in the home of Kalba Shavua, and he saw how over time the brook actually wore the stone thin, and he said to himself, my heart is no harder than that stone. And just as the water was able to wear the stone thin, Torah, which is compared to water, is able to penetrate my heart, although I have a heart of stone. This actually brought Rabbi Akiva to the realization that he has potential, that with Torah, ultimately he could become that special person. That if the Yetzer Hara, if the heart is like stone, or the Yetzer Hara, it will melt. And if it's iron, it will just burst. Therefore, it's only good for a person if he's willing meaning to sacrifice his material for the sake of Torah. And to engage with it continuously, day and night. You should be engaged in it day and night. If a person says, famous Gemara Megillah, person tells you, I've toiled and I did not come upon the truth of Torah, al tamein. Don't believe that person. So we see, Yogati v'lo. It seems to be that Yigia is only, as he says, what prevents a person from coming upon the truth of Torah? It's Levo Evan. A person naturally should come upon the truth of Torah. You read it, it's self-explanatory. But since the Torah in its essence is spiritual, and the Yetzer Hara doesn't want you to engage and to advance spiritually speaking, therefore he creates an impasse that you can't get by him. Therefore you study, it's too difficult, it's too confounding. So the question, how do you overcome it? But Chazal, the Torah tells us, Yarif Kamota Likhi, Im Even, it's Nimuach. If it's Barzel, it's Mitzvotzeitz. The answer is, you have to apply yourself. If you apply yourself sufficiently, it will penetrate it. It will dispel it, incapacitate the Yetzer Hara. This is Barasi Yetzer Hara Torah Tavlin. To what degree is it a Tavlin? The person says, I don't understand, why am I subject to the Yetzer Hara? I study 15 minutes a day. Why am I, when I walk down the street, why is it like a magnet? I'm drawn to everything. You understand? Because the fact is, you only spending 15 minutes, but if a person would spend serious time learning, and it would be considered an imposition on his material, night, you could do other things. Take out an hour and you study. That's an imposition. That's sacrifice. You sacrifice, that's Yogati Motzosi. You merit a Siyata Dishmaya, you come upon the truth of Torah. That incapacitates the Yetzer Hara, but it's something you do in passing, and not where you're really applying yourself, where it's to a point of sacrifice, then there's not a chance. You're not even scratching the surface. You're not dispelling it. So it's not a question. In addition, we had said, the name of the Or Chaim HaKodesh, that we say, Barosi Yetzer Hara Torah Tavlin, that's only Torah Lishma. If you study Torah for the sake of Torah, only then is it the antidote that you're incapacitated. Because if it's Shlo Lishma, automatically, you're playing it to the hands of the Yetzer Hara. It's only because there's a benefit. There's a personal benefit. Personal means that touches the material. It has to be selfless, purely for the sake of the mitzvah. Only then does it act as the antidote. It doesn't incapacitate the Yetzer Hara. So again, the Or Chaim HaKodesh says in one location that we speak about the klipa. that the reason why a person is not able to come upon the truth of Torah is because there's the nether force, which doesn't allow, that's the block. So if you're able to somehow to bypass that, to dispel it, as doing tshuva, as being more a spiritual person, the person has the truth of Torah available to him.